Hey guys. It's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the football juice.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. It is one of those mornings where I am hoping to do a little bit of detecting today, but Mother Nature may or may not cooperate with us. The entire rest of this week is supposed to be rainy, warmer toward the beginning of the week, and nasty cold toward the end of the week. And today is supposed to be nice, but there is mist on my windshield. And now there are raindrops on my windshield. And it's 39 degrees. I just got through doing a little bit of curb strip digging outside the ballpark in my neighborhood, just to see if I could find anything, you know, while the sun's coming up and people are trying to wake up. Let's go see if we can find a place to do some digging. I think I'm going to try to go back to the area where I've got my 20-acre farm permission and see if we can get across the road over to the field there and do a little bit of detecting there. So wish me luck. We'll see what we can come up with. Here we go. I'm across the road, kind of tickling the area up next to the barn, between the barn and the road, thus the massive amounts of road noise. I got myself my first Wheatie for the day. Looks to be in good shape. Stay still. Wait, is that a 09? That is a 09, and it is in gorgeous condition. Wow. That would be awesome if that's a VDB. Wow, look how good a shape it's in. Let me clean this up a little bit more down there. I can't remember which side the VDB was supposed to be on. But I'm not seeing anything there. And I'm not seeing anything there either. Nonetheless, for a 1909, that is a gorgeous coin, isn't it? I will definitely take that all day. This is a little bit of the area that I'm detecting in right here. Gorgeous fields. These two trees here, got the kitchen sink over there and all kinds of rocks. Homeowner said they have found bottles and stuff around here. So there may have been a bottle dump. Look at these rolling hills though, how gorgeous this is. I mean, what a place to be out on a day like this. This is fantastic. Even if that wheat penny is the only thing I find, it's still a good day to be out here. Let's get back to it. I'm in amongst all these rocks right here, thinking hopefully stuff would not be able to sink down very far. I did just pull this out. And I think because there's a depression right there, a hole that looks like the back of a pocket watch. The innards of a watch right there. And right next to it came out this little pottery shard. So I think this is definitely a good area to pay a little bit of attention to here. So let's pay some attention to it, why don't we? You know what? When you dig something, if you are not re-scanning the hole to see if you missed something, you're going to miss some really cool stuff. Remember that watch back that we got? That's not all the watch that was down there. Rescan the hole, and like a half an inch further down, check this out. The rest of the watch. I do not have my glasses on. I took them off. And grab them and put them on real quick and see if there's any monograms or anything on the back of that. Oh, hang on just a second. Okay, hard to get my glasses on when I've got stocking cap kind of thing on. I'm not seeing any monogramming though. Are you? No. But still, check that out. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see what else we can get. Check that out. Right over there somewhere is where I found, I think where the dirt's disturbed right there is where I found that other pocket watch. And I'm just literally right over here. And check that out. Doesn't that look like another one? That is insane. This whole area here is a dump. Look at the glass. Finding a lot of glass. Some mostly modern, but a little bit of old stuff in here. But a second pocket watch. Insane. It could be a good day. We just got to get through all this. Let's keep going. I am about 12 inches, maybe 2 feet further up the hill. I got a signal. I flip it over and look at all the stuff that's coming out of the hole. Not to mention a ball jar with ceramic insert that's intact. Insane all the stuff there is around here. This dump area, I'm definitely going to have to come back to and do a little bit of sifting. But all this stuff washed down this hill, and this would have been a good spot just to make a dump. So, good potential here. Really good potential. Alright, this is another example of what I was talking about. I'm almost sitting on top of where I dug that last little bit. And look at this. Glass, glass. I mean, I was getting like an overload signal here. There's more mason jar glass. Gorgeous, always glad to have those. Look, 2 of them stuck together here. I mean, come on. Lids intact and everything. I'm gonna weigh like 100 pounds by the time I get done at the end of the day. But look at the stuff still in here. Glass. Bottle. Look at that. Piece of glass here. Oh, that's an eyeglass piece it looks like. Check that out. Awesome. Gotta keep that. All these nails. I mean, you want to know how crappy the signals are. Look at all this nail and wire. There's a sink across over here. I emptied some of my junk finds in that sink so that I could, I mean, look at this. Look at that. A wad of wire. I'm going to set that up there. Wads of this stuff. Glass. Oh, and what is this? Don't know. I'll keep it and clean it up and we'll check it later. You know, I see it down there. I'm getting to it. And a whole bottle. It's not particularly old. It's got a screw cap on it. But check it out. Owens. .65. I think that's a 1965 bottle right there. Amazing. This is going to be a great site. Let's keep going though. And here we go again. Right there is where I just got through, and I am 1, 2, 3 hand widths away. I got the signal for this sucker, and in the middle of all that, I come up with, there's like a light bulb base. That's part of the flashlight workings there. Glass, Ooh, that's some thick glass right there. Ooh, check that out. A buckle. All right. Nice. Did not even see that at first. Oh, look at that. Piece of pottery. That's pretty. Nice buckle. Gonna keep that sucker. I got a complete mason jar. So that is a cool find. Not only do I have the mason jar lid, I have an old mason jar or ball jar to go with it. That is just insane. And there's this. It is a screw cap. And I don't know necessarily how to read this. But it's a cool little bottle nonetheless. Nice find. I don't know if I should do that. I'm going to try to set that off to the side somewhere so I see it and don't forget it. But my goodness, I could put the metal detector away and just start digging 6 inches down all over here, and I think I would be able to spend the rest of the week here. If you're going to have a day out detecting, though, I tell you what, this is kind of sort of one of those days that you want to have. When you find something interesting, when you are out digging and having fun and recovering little bits of history like this, that's what it is all about. So it's all about the garbage today. Decided to do a little bit of loop, give my knees a break. Went up the hill and around and back down the ravine there. Come back over here. Trees are just right there. I'm finding glass all the way down here too. Thick glass. Just laying on the surface. And bones. Look at all these bones. And if you follow the bone path down here, there's a whole skeleton over there. And a skull right here. Too bad my kids aren't here. They'd get a kick out of this. Just had to take me a little bit of a water break and a lunch break. All I had for lunch or breakfast was a donut. And it's just after Halloween. It is Saturday. Halloween was Wednesday. So I'm eating up like leftover donuts, seasonal stuff like that. And a donut doesn't hold you very often or very long. But the sheep are starting to come back in. I wonder if they'll notice me. They've been in the very back of the pasture. I don't think they know I'm here. So we'll see what they make of me. Still a gorgeous day. It's only 11:30. I got a lot of digging left. And I plan on being out here as long as this whole body will let me. I've been discovered. They're all just looking at me like, what is this fool doing out here? That is hilarious. Let's keep digging though. They'll get used to me. I was checking this signal out. It was on edge just like that with that little tab sticking up. So it rang up really tight. It's a lid to something. Not sure what. But look at the glass that's sitting around here. That beautiful milk glass. Like a plate, and there's a couple pieces down there and a bottle. Glass all over the place here. We're still checking it out. I got fueled up, so I'm ready to go for another couple of hours. Check this out. I'm still just digging walking around here, picking up pieces of glass. This is huge. It would have been, I'm not sure what it would have been. Really pretty though. Part of a bottle right there. See what else we can find. It's just it's one of those places. It's untapped territory. There's another big old piece of glass right there. Wow. Nice place. So So, you know how you find those leather rivets a lot of the time, and you always wonder, what were these things, you know, how did these things attach, what do they look like, and all that kind of stuff? Well, I just found some still attached to the leather in the ground. So, you get to see what they look like. Let me show you. Check them out down there. That's a piece of leather. And that is those rivets attached to the piece of leather. Check that out. You never get to see the whole thing there. I mean, the leather is really brittle, so I'm not going to mess with it. I mean, there's a piece that just flaked off right there, so I'm just going to brush this and let it go like it is. That is awesome to find. I mean, it's just a rivet, but that's how they were used. I mean, you never get to see that part of it, so I'm really stoked about that. Finally, it is 10 minutes after 1. I've made a couple of circuits back and forth on the hills and everything, and I got my first coin out of this field. It's shallow, so I'm betting it's probably just a penny, and I think it is. Yeah, there's the memorial coming through. But I wanted to at least show that I found one coin out here in the field today. I'd like to find another, something good, but nothing yet. We're gonna keep on trying though. What a difference a day makes. It's wet outside. It's not horribly wet. I might try to get out and do a little bit of digging. I think there's a little break in the rain here. We had some rains this morning that were light rains, so we got a little bit of a break, maybe a little bit of a mist here and there, and then I think it's supposed to come down pretty crazy this afternoon from what I hear, maybe later tonight, something like that. But yesterday was gorgeous, as you could tell, getting out and finding all that stuff. You know, a day can make a big difference. Let's go show you what we did get yesterday though. It's quite the haul, and it's quite a different type of haul when you're out metal detecting, so let's take a look. This is the haul of stuff that we got while we were out metal detecting. And one thing that you might notice straight away is if I was out metal detecting, why is there so little metal? Because it was a good day, I guess. I got me a feather to start with. Well, not to start with, it was in the middle of the day. But look at all the glass I found in that dump. I mean, look how thick this sucker is right here. And the base of this is really thick too. That's old glass right there. I think that is from eyeglass. This is a piece of like a milk glass, but you can see that it was painted or something. So just the inside like a glass. This, I'd like to have seen more of this. That's really pretty. I like both colors, both sides of that. These two pieces don't fit together. I think this was part of a very large bowl, and this is the bottom of it. These two halves just happened to go together, so I glued them back together. Really would love to have seen the rest of this. This is a beautiful, look how thick that is. That is a beautiful, beautiful color there. Oh, I love that. Really wish I had more of that. Mason jar inserts. I got 4 whole ones. One that was just broken in 2, and then one that was pieces. This is really cool. This is a piece of pottery here. And that is old pottery. And this similar piece right here. And I think you can see how it's glazed there, and that would be the outside, this would be the inside. I think this is what's called salt glazed pottery, and that's also quite old. I really, really like that. Got me a complete mason jar, or actually this is made by Ball. Yeah, this is Ball. So this isn't horribly old, probably 40s, 50s, 60s, something like that. I'm guessing probably closer to 50s or 60s, but it's cool because I have a complete lid with a ceramic insert on a modern mason or ball jar that I've got that I keep my wheat pennies in. So now I can put my wheat pennies in this, and the whole assembly is old, just like the pennies. 3 bottles, none of them are particularly old, all are screw tops. I think this is a vanilla extract. That's really what that looks like to me. Not sure about those two. I think that could have been an extract of some sort, not sure. And I don't know about that one. I think that one was the one that had a plastic stopper on the top as well. And since we were on a sheep farm, there's some sheep's wool that was caught in the tree, so I grabbed a piece of that. But that's all the glass stuff. Let's get on to the metal. We were metal detecting after all. This, didn't know what this was at first, not 100% sure. It's 2 pieces, it's hollow. And if you look real carefully, right there and right there look like spots where you had like a little handle, a loop style handle mounted. I think that might be from an old coffee pot or urn of some sort. Got me a cigar tube, Robert Burns I believe it is. A couple of washers, zinc penny, part of a porcelain painted handle, some clad. This says the leader. I believe that's from an old Shakespeare fishing reel. This, let's see, where else are all my parts here? Let's get over to this, watches. Both these pocket watches. I found 2 pocket watches in the same day. Insane. You don't ever have that happen. Really geeked about that. Both of these are from the same company, E. Ingram Company, Bristol, Connecticut, USA. This one is a simpler design. I think it's a hair older than the other one. I think this one probably goes back to 30s or early 40s. This one, I did get the back off of it so we could see inside. And I'll put a picture of E. Ingram Company up there. And that was kind of messed up. I think this is the first one that I found. And the first part that I found might have been this. I'm not sure. I don't remember what order. I have to go watch the video. Let me put this up to the side over here, but I'll show you a picture of what this watch used to look like. This is a Dixie. Now, I have it pinned down in my 3 minutes of research here when the Dixies were made. I think they were made in the 40s, mid-40s or so. I'll have to go back and check. But 2 pocket watches! 2 in the same day! Insane. Got me this great little piece of iron buckle here. I'm pretty sure that's for horse tack. It just looks heavy duty and sturdy like a piece of horse tack buckle, so I'm almost positive that's what that's from. This is really cool. Like I was saying out in the field there, you find the rivets themselves, but you never find the leather, so you don't see how they were put together or assembled. I found this with the leather there. This leather is super brittle, so I'm not going to ever try to do anything with it. It just flakes apart and falls apart, but that's how they were used. This is how they were actually done in situ. So that is insanely cool, at least to me. You guys might not think so, but I like it. And then we're on to my penny. See if I can get it in some good light here. Try my flashlight. There we go. Might be too much light. Turn it down just a little bit. 1909. Look at the condition on that thing. It is gorgeous. Let me flip it over. Look at that side. It's just as nice. You see the wheat and all that really nicely. So, my flashlight was doing a strobe thing. Unexplored spot there. A really, really good outcome. So, thank you to the landowner. And this was the land where I've been to before, where the lady has like 20 acres, 10 on each side of the road. They have active sheep farm. I talked to her son. He's a really nice guy. Great family altogether. She's really getting on up there in age. a delight to talk to. It's sad though, because you can see such a vibrant personality and huge intellect and wealth of knowledge there, and you can see she's beginning to get to that point where she has a little bit more difficulty remembering and being able to verbalize the stuff. So she understands that, and she's like, I got this house and there were stuff in it when I got here that's older than I am. And she wanted to try to give it to me. I'm like, no, 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 no. Hang on. I know some people with the Historical Society here. Let me get you in contact with them, because I'm sure they would definitely appreciate this stuff. And I truly appreciate being given the honor of being able to metal detect on her property too. So if you or your family ever watch this, I just want to say thank you to you guys for letting me do this. It is really cool salvaging these wonderful pieces of history here. So anyways, that was it for this hunt. One hunt about 5 hours long, and I was pooped because I haven't been able to get out, and I did a lot of digging and a lot of swinging. So you guys get out and enjoy yourselves, and let me know what you're finding too. So talk to you guys later. On to the next hunt.